So I thought I'd do my video outside this week, since I told you a little bit last week about how much I love to do flowers. Behind me is my awesome daylily flower bed that I've just finished. So anyway, I wanted to tell you a little story. Story about Courtney Blair. Remember that name? It's a girl name. That sort of gives the ending away a little bit. But so about 25 years ago, I guess, I found out that I was expecting my first child. And I was oh so very excited. And most importantly, I wanted to know what I was having. Now, if you knew me before that, you would know that I was the person who always said I would never ever want to know the sex of my baby ahead of time, because that would be like opening up your Christmas present before Christmas. I just didn't ever see the logic in that. Well, that was until I myself became pregnant. So from the first positive pregnancy test, I wanted to know what I was having. I was adamant. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't wait. How long was it going to be? Could I tell it 16 weeks? Could I get a 20-week ultrasound? When was I going to be able to find out what I was having? So luckily for me, I worked at the hospital, and I had a lot of friends. And a few of those friends were actually OBGYN residents. And those OBGYN residents would, as part of their training, they would have to do ultrasounds. So they invited me up to the second floor of the maternity floor on many, many occasions to do ultrasounds so we could see the baby. It was tons of fun, and I got to see a heartbeat, and I got to see little hands and feet. Still looking to see what that gender was, and probably by about 14, 15 weeks, it was looking like it was a little girl. So I, very skeptical. My husband is an only child. His father had 4 brothers. Not a single girl in the Cooper clan. So I was pretty skeptical that we would have a little girl. Felt like in my heart it was a little boy, but was excited that maybe there was that possibility. So had my ultrasound, official ultrasound by our OBGYN at 20 weeks, and guess what? It's a little girl, they told me. So I was very excited. We decided on a name, Courtney Blair. We had many, many showers and got many pink blankets and onesies and the most adorable dresses you would ever have imagined. So come March 9th in the afternoon, I was in full labor. We went to the hospital. We were excited to welcome Miss Courtney Blair into the world. When they broke my water, the nurse said, "This baby has a head full of hair." And I looked at my husband and was very puzzled, because I didn't anticipate my little girl having any hair. You see, I'm blonde, and I didn't have any hair for 2 full years. My husband, dark hair, had a head full of hair when he was born. So we thought, a dark-haired little girl. That would be pretty cool. So about 4 hours later, it was time for Miss Courtney to show herself, and the doctor was ready, and we were all looking for her. And as soon as the baby was born, the doctor, held the baby up to show me, and he said, "It has outdoor plumbing." I thought I was just delirious. I screamed, "What?" and looked, and amazingly enough, was this perfect little baby boy with a head full of dark hair. So needless to say, no Courtney Blair. Joshua Stewart came home with us. He did sleep in many pink sleepers and had lots of pink blankets. We did take all the dresses back. My husband wouldn't let me keep any of those. But he surprised us then. He surprises us to this day. He's 25 years old, living in New York City. Just going for his dream. We couldn't be more proud of him. Never did get a Courtney Blair, but we have a Joshua Stewart.